Welcome back to Just Joshing with Jakota. I'm Josh. That's Jakota over there on the other side of this phone.
Yes, hello everybody.
We're still doing it this way. Hopefully, like they're starting to open up the all the areas and stuff. And
Mm.
although it's not an excuse to be irresponsible, but we're both not sick. We both don't have. Although I haven't been tested. Have you been tested?
Heck no. Have you seen? I have not been tested. Have you seen the method of testing?
Yeah, it's like a long Q-tip, and they like stick it into your nose.
That looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's actually not so bad. I used to.
It's the tickle, right? It's the tickle that's the worst.
Yeah,
It makes you want to sneeze or whatever.
yeah. Have you ever? Sorry, go ahead.
I have seen you stick things besides your finger up your nose when you were a magician. So
Yeah.
I remember the faces you'd make, the tears that would like come out of your face because you get tickled.
I'd be like, hey, you want to see something cool? Prepare to be mystified. Just keep sneezing.
I'm not gonna lie, I myself have done it. I don't think it was with a nail per se, but I got something pretty far up there. There's like a tunnel or something in your nose or something,
Yeah,
right,
it's
where you can literally just stick something.
Yeah, your sinus. It goes like all the way to like the back of your throat area. Not the back of your throat, but you know how like sometimes if you're like eating spicy food and you sneeze or something and it like burns your
Yes,
sinus in your mouth? Yeah. I think it goes to there or something like that.
I hate that. Is it that like the? Oh, okay.
Right when you like open your mouth and look in the mirror, you can see like these two little slits on the side of your mouth.
That's what. Yeah, that's where all you can. Yeah.
Yo, have you ever had it like when you're like you'll just be talking, just normal, and all of a sudden like a line of like saliva will just jet out of your mouth? It's like a yeah, it's like a water fountain.
Like when you gleek, like it'll just squirt.
Yeah, it's called gleeking.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a word for it, and it's called gleeking. So yeah, you'll be talking, and then like something, it'll be as if something pinches your saliva gland, and then it like just squirts out.
Yeah. It's like gleeking. Does that stand for like gland leak or something?
Oh, dude, gland leak, dude. That's probably right. Gleeking, gland leak. You got it, dude. That just blew my mind.
What if it's totally not that? What if it's like, what if it's just Gleek? Oh, you like the show Glee or whatever? Remember those people were called Gleeks?
What?
Remember that show Glee? Or was it Glee? I never
Like the
watched it.
show, like the show you're talking about.
Yeah. The people
The-
who watch that show are called Gleeks, I think. I could totally be wrong.
That's kind of unfortunate.
Just-
That's not really something I want to be.
but yeah.
Yo, man. Yo, I'm a gleek, man. Ugh, what? You sound kind of wet. Get away from me. Ugh. Gleek? I mean, now that you know what that is, that sounds kind of like...
It's gross.
That's not what is it? That's not something you want to be called.
Have,
In my
has,
opinion. I don't know.
has that ever happened to you?
Oh, dude, all the time. Dude, I think like the last time it happened to me was like probably 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Oh, man. It happened to me before. I remember in school, I'd just be talking and all of a sudden, shing, just like this stream of like perfectly jetted saliva just shot out of my mouth. And I'm like, what the heck?
Right.
Like
yeah,
the first
dude,
time it
it's,
happened, I was like, what?
that happened to me so much that I Googled it, and that's actually how I know what it's called.
Oh, okay. That's funny. That's
Yeah,
also,
man.
have you ever,
Just type in why does my mouth shoot spit, and then you'll get your answer.
okay. Have you ever accidentally like spit when you talk and then like it lands on the person's face and you can see them pretending that that didn't happen?
What? Hell no. What? How would you get away with that?
You know, it's just like just not like hawking a loogie, but like
How would they not feel that?
no, they do feel it, but they pretend not to so as to not embarrass you. because they think that you didn't feel it. Like if someone does that to me, I'm like, dude, she just spit on me. Or I just call them out immediately. But it's funny because obviously they didn't mean to, right? So you can make it a joke and then it's not awkward, right? But like if you pretend it didn't happen and they pretend it didn't happen, and then as soon as they look away, then you wipe your face.
Right. I have done that. Yes. Actually, I think many times. I think it's mostly like teachers. Like I would ask for help, and then they would spit on my face, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's cool." Then I'd walk back to my desk and
wipe it off.
I'll obviously wipe that off.
Yeah. Like because it can be like, like pretty like what's the like when you got an itch, that's what it'll feel like. You can feel it still there. Right?
Oh,
if
that's weird.
Right?
Yeah, that's...
And then you just want to wipe it off, but you don't want to embarrass the person. So then you just...
I think it depends on the person, right? If it's somebody...
If it's your pal, you're probably going to be like, dude, you just spit on me.
Yeah, that's true.
When I do it to someone, I'm like, dude, did I just spit on you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. You know what also kind of like... If I'm your friend or whatever, and you spit on me, or if I spit on you, whatever the case is, like I wouldn't care, or I would actually want you to tell me that I did that, so that I would be more careful next time, right? Same with like, like if your fly's undone, or like if there's something stuck in your teeth, people like, I'm guilty of this too. Like I'll see something in one of my friends' teeth, and then I won't say anything, and then they'll go the whole day without even knowing that there's something stuck in their teeth, and they're smiling and stuff, and it's just like, oh man, I want to tell you, but have you ever, I don't know, experienced that?
Yeah, well, I do tell people that. I'm like, yo, real quick, you got something in your teeth, right?
Or like eye crusties.
Yeah, that too. Oh, dude, okay. I went to a wedding, okay? And there was this lady there. She was quite large. I would say that that she was probably the biggest woman at the wedding. And so okay. So so this was an outdoor wedding, and it was kind of rustic feel, So they handmade the seating, which were like long benches.
Oh,
right?
No.
And she said that she's like, okay, I can't sit in the middle because it'll break, right? Like she wasn't like embarrassed about it. She knew that she was big, right? She was whatever, and she was kind of making jokes. She's like, I can't sit there, like it'll snap in half or whatever, right? So she's gonna sit where the leg is, right? Right, and there's only 2 legs on these, which, to be honest, the amount of people that were sitting on these probably should have had like a 3rd leg in the middle somewhere. But anyways, so you know how like when you watch the bride come down the aisle, when you watch the bride go down the aisle and everyone stands up, right? Okay. Oh man, this was so oh man. Okay, so everyone stands up at the same time, right?
Right.
Except for she's big, so she has to do like one of those like rock yourself up sort of things,
Right.
Like where she can't just stand up like on a dime. She has to like kind of like give her some momentum, right?
Right.
But obviously we never thought about that. And even if we did, I'm sure it wouldn't have computed in our brains like, hey, let's all stay on this bench until she gets up first. We all stand up, and the lady, she was right beside me, nice lady. Anyways, the freaking bench slingshots or what do you call it? Like a teeter-totter, just goes shooting up, and then she rolls into the aisle. Yeah, and then she like gets up, and you know how people do like that thing where they look both ways, like, did anyone see me? Yeah, she did that sort of thing, like brushed off her pants, and she like stands back in there like nothing happened. Like she took it like an absolute champion.
That's awesome, dude. That would have been funny if she was like, if she would have like said something clever or funny at the end, like.
I think she did, but I don't remember. I don't remember. I think she said something about like all eyes should be on her or something like that, or something. Right? Because she was walking down the aisle. Like, luckily she was far away still, like the bride. So like the photographer could like do his thing or whatever.
Right.
But anyways, that's not. This happened on the same day. Speaking of like asking people or telling people that there's something on their face or whatever. She had kind of like more of a frizzly hairstyle. You know what I mean? Right? And there was a Danny Longleg in her hair.
Oh, no. What? We're talking about the same lady here?
Yeah, the same lady. Right, this was during the part where you eat.
Oh, God.
Right, so it was like, like most weddings are kind of like buffet style, so it was like that. So anyways, I'm sitting at the same table as her again, and she's sitting across from me. She's telling like this interesting story, and then so like everyone's looking at her, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is that a Daddy Longleg? I can't tell. I'm like looking closely, but because it's kind of hard to see because she kind of has like frizzly hair, right? And I'm like, I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and like I probably look super interested in her story, but like I'm like trying to decipher what this thing is because it's not moving, but it kind of looks like a Daddy Longleg. And then I'm like, okay, I'll leave it. And then I see it again up close. I'm like, that's a Daddy Longleg. But I've already, like, now it's too late. I don't know if I should say something. Like, yo, real quick, there's a spider in your hair. What if she starts freaking out?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, there's a spider in your hair. Yeah, I've seen videos of people doing that as a prank, and then I think every single person freaked out. So that probably would not have gone down good.
So this is what happened. Another guest at the wedding, she was like, oh my God, don't move. Like, that's probably not the right way to say that.
That's probably the worst. That's like,
what
is it called?
She should have just been
dramatized.
Yeah, dude. Like, I would have been like, wait, what's it, what? Right? She could have been like, yo, real quick, let me just grab this, and then threw it on the ground or killed it or whatever people do. I almost never kill spiders on purpose. Well, I never kill them on purpose, but like I always try to let them go. But most people would or something like that. But nah, she didn't play it cool. She acted like something was very wrong, which could have gone badly. Luckily, she was fine.
She didn't care about the spider?
She cared, but like it wasn't a big deal. Like she was like, "Oh, okay." That's okay. But probably if the other lady said, "There's a spider in your hair," like the way that she reacted, she probably would have freaked out. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't scared of spiders. I don't know. Lots of people are.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally get it. If it was like, dude, I myself hate Daddy Longlegs.
Yes, I know.
So that would have been like, dude, everyone would have known that there was a Daddy Longleg on me because I would be flailing and possibly removing my clothes.
Flipping the table. Yeah, I remember ever since we were kids, you hated those for some reason.
Yeah, so I was a little asshole to them when I was a kid. I had no problem with them at first because I would just catch them and rip their legs off. And then they would, like, wiggle around and shit. And I thought that was funny, right? I thought that was, haha, look at your little leg. You're not even alive. Or, like, it's not attached to you, but it's still moving, right? I thought that was funny.
Right.
Until one day, I was chilling on the, like, so we had, like, that cement porch or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, this is a
slab of a freaking whatever that was. Anyways, so I was sitting on that right in front of the front door, and I was just minding my business. Saw a couple Danny Longlegs, decided, whatever, I'm not going to mess with them. I think I was just soaking up the sun. I was like 7 years old, and dude, I felt this like creepy crawly on my shoulder, and I was like, what? I looked left, and there was the juiciest creepy, crawliest, most disgusting daddy long leg you could have ever seen, and it was like 2 inches from my face, dude. I freaked out. I like punched my shoulder. I killed that thing, and like I think since then, there was also times where I was buried. I buried myself in leaves. And there was freaking daddy long legs in the leaves. So that also was not good. So like I think since then, yeah, I can't stand them. They're disgusting. They're white little balls of like legs. Ugh, that's disgusting. Like at least have 3 parts of your body and then have like legs, not just. It's like a. You know, like if you take, have you ever seen like a dandelion without the yellow on it?
Yeah. Like
Dude!
when you blow it off, right? When you blow off the seeds.
Yes, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like, but with legs, dude.
Yeah, with like
Gross.
grass legs, like made out of grass, like thin dead grass.
Ugh.
Or like sewing needles.
I can't believe that I ever thought that it was funny that their legs twitch when they're not attached. Like that's so disgusting.
Oh man.
Oh man. Ugh. And it's funny because like I don't really have a problem with any other spider. It's just that one. It's the creepiest. Well, that's not true. There are some pretty disgusting spiders out there, but it's like that's the only one that I've seen with my eyeballs that have been on me, and tried to kill me. So
yeah,
probably
probably.
Take me hostage.
Yeah, probably. If like other big spiders like went on you, you'd not like it. But it's like they're harmless. At least where we live, there's not very many venomous anything really. But like spiders, like I wouldn't be scared of them if I knew it was harmless. But I probably still wouldn't want them on me. You know?
Right. And the thing it's dude. There's spiders that eat hawks. Is that true?
The one in like Afghanistan or something. That huge ass spider, or maybe it's in Australia. I don't remember. Yeah, there's like that big ass spider. I forget what it's called.
Dude, if there's a spider out here that's eating birds, dude, burn it.
What about like tarantulas though?
Burn down the forest, dude.
You're not scared of tarantulas though, because you've held tarantulas. Like our sister's tarantula, right? So
sure,
but those are different because they're like furry. They're like almost like a squirrel, just with more legs.
Oh, it's a cute little spider. Yeah, but the one's well, that one doesn't eat birds. Okay, that one's not gonna latch onto my face and then suck the insides of my body. which I'm convinced all spiders can do if they can eat birds. That is terrifying.
Well, isn't that what they do? Don't they turn the insides to soup with their venom or something, and then they drink it or something, right? Because they don't chew, do they? They don't chew. Like they either like swallow it whole or like suck it out. Because like why do they like wrap them up? You know, like when you see them like just wrap them up in like a little cocoon thing on their web, right? You'll see them
like Frodo, right? Yes.
Yes, like Frodo.
Look at Frodo, dude. He almost got killed by a giant spider.
Yeah, didn't he? Yeah. Wasn't that like a tarantula? That was more of a tarantula. Oh, no, wait. It spun web, right? Do tarantulas spin webs? I don't know.
Hell no, they don't spin webs. Frickin' this spider was huge. It was brown. It wasn't black.
Remember that tarantula movie that we watched when we were kids? It freaked us out.
Yes, dude. Dude, I was talking about that on my Monday Madness.
Oh, were you?
Monday. Yeah, dude. And we figured it out. We figured out what the movie was. It's a, what's his name? Got to go to the space. What's his name? Frick.
What?
William Shatner.
Oh. What did you say?
Terrible.
Got to go to space. I kind of thought that's who you were talking about, but that didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's a William Shatner movie. So you pretty much just have to look up William Shatner spider horror movie, and that will show up. Yeah, dude, I was terrified of that movie, but I couldn't turn it off. There were times where like I would turn the TV off and I'd run upstairs, and then I would like go back down in like a couple minutes, turn it back on, see the spiders, saw that they were like huge, and then I'd run away again.
Yeah, I remember like because they were killing them or keeping them away with fire extinguishers or something like that, right?
Yeah, dude.
And
Yeah,
they were like,
dude.
weren't they like drilling through the floor or something like that too at one point? And someone was like
Uh,
driving an RC car around in the kitchen, and then someone like started drilling through the floor at like the beginning of the movie.
are we talking about the same movie
I
here?
think
This
so.
movie is from like the 70s.
Yeah, it's old, dude. I could
An
be get
RC car
I
in
could
the
be
70s.
mixing two movies up though. But
Think
like
about.
yeah, there's like these spiders, right? And there's spiders all over the dude's back, and then he dies.
Yeah, they like suck the power out of people and shit or whatever.
Yeah, they
Or
like die all like unconvincingly.
right, and then they like get covered in webs.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
scared me.
Yes, because don't they like
That was terrifying.
open their faces or whatever?
Like their face, like dude, they look like their face is all like they look all sucked. Like they look like they got like what's it called? All their liquid inside of them got. I don't know how to explain it. They look twisted. Their eyes are all white. I think from what I remember.
Yeah, I have to look that up. I have to look that
Yeah,
up.
dude. William Shatner, Spider movie, not Spider Man, Spider movie.
Not Spider-Man. Okay. For a minute there, I thought maybe it was a Spider-Man movie.
Right. It's easily confused. Totally get
It's
it.
like, oh, you mean Spider-Man, right? The one where
Oh, that's too funny.
the best part of what's your favorite Spider-Man movie?
The first one.
Like the Tobey Maguire?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite series, I guess. And then I actually haven't seen the newest one, but I enjoyed that one I think the most because of J. Jonah Jameson.
Right.
Dude,
He's good.
the way that he's played, well, I guess that's how he's played. I don't know. Dude, it's freaking perfect.
Yeah, dude. You ever watch like the animated stuff? He's
No.
like exactly like that in the animated.
Does he look like that too?
Yeah.
Peter, come here. You're fired.
Yeah. Spider-Man. Yeah. Hey, you're fired. Hello.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that guy's a good actor. I forget what his name is.
J.K. Simmons.
Oh, okay. Okay. I watched this
Yeah.
thing on Facebook. It was like just like a clip from a movie. It was like have you ever seen those things where it's like you can read the script while it's being
Yes.
okay, it was one of those. So the script is showing or is playing or like scrolling or whatever, and then the acting is going on. Anyways, there's this one where he's like a composer or something like that, or whatever you call those people, a conductor, not
Right.
composer.
And he's a huge asshole.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah, I've
he's
seen
just,
that.
it's so convincing. Made me want to watch that movie, but I never did.
Dude, yeah, dude, he's pretty good. He's also, did you know that he's in Juno?
Juno? I have seen that, but I don't remember him in there.
Yeah, he's freaking, that's Juno's dad.
Oh, right. Yes. I remember Michael Cera.
Yeah, man, he's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, dude, have you seen that? I've always thought this, which is so funny. Michael Cera, that other dude from Zombieland, and then Andy Samberg. They all
Right.
look like what?
I saw the evolution.
Yeah. It's like Bulbasaur, Venusaur. No, how does it go?
Ivysaur and then Venusaur.
Right. Obviously, it's like with that. This is like
Right.
he gets a little more. He looks more like himself the further on you go.
Right, yeah. It's like that kind of, I don't know, I don't want to call it nerd look, but I mean, nerd look, I guess. I don't know.
They look like they could be brothers.
Yeah, they could. They share that look, I guess.
You know who else looks so similar? And I figured this out from watching a movie called Australia, I want to say, with Hugh Jackman.
Are you saying that Hugh Jackman looks like Wolverine?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. No, in that have you seen that movie, Australia? I think it's called
Uh,
that.
that's like about the war or something, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Is it a musical?
Um,
Wait a minute. I think I'm mixing up two movies. I think he goes to war. I think there's some Australian wars, some crap like that. I can't remember, but I remember the preview. There, yeah, I can't remember. I don't think I've actually seen the movie, but go ahead, continue.
okay, well, there's this scene where uh he's riding a horse and I think he has a cigar in his mouth. And I'm like, dude, that looks like I didn't watch the movie when I was first watching it, but I watched it like bits and pieces of it while someone else was watching it, and I'm like, is that Clint Eastwood? Why is Clint Eastwood in this movie? And how come he looks so young? But it was freaking Hugh Jackman.
It was Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
You thought that Hugh Jackman looks like
Dude, Hugh Jackman looks like a young Clint Eastwood.
You think so?
Yes. In this movie, anyways.
Huh. It must have been like...
Dude, he was squinting. Had like the wrinkles, the crow's feet, cowboy hat, right. Dude. I was like, dude, this is the man with no name. What the heck is he doing in this movie? This is a new movie.
Did you know that Clint Eastwood has a son?
Yeah. He's in Fast and Furious, one of those, I think.
Is he?
I think he's
Oh snap, he is.
I think he's in the newest one.
Yeah, well, the one where Jason Statham's in it, isn't it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yes.
Isn't he like some like cop or something? He's a cop.
Yeah, I think he's like in the FBI or something.
Yeah, something like that. Some law enforcement of some sort. Word. I think that he looks like his dad.
Do you? I didn't think he did, but maybe he does.
Maybe not in that movie, but I've seen pictures, right? Because I was like, what? Clint Eastwood's son? All right, I'm going to Google it. And I was like, oh, snap.
Huh. I gotta look it up again.
I think his name's Scott Eastwood. I could be wrong.
Scott Eastwood. Why not?
Scott.
That makes sense. I mean, why? I mean, I don't know why I said that makes sense. That doesn't even make sense. But I said that makes sense. That his name would be Scott. Yeah, that makes sense. His dad's name was Clint. He's Scott. Yeah. I think I meant like that makes sense that he would look like his dad, but I don't remember. But Hugh Jackman looks like him in that movie in particular.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, just has a different accent. That's all. Australian. Anyways, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. So if anyone wants to know what we're up to in the meantime, you can check out our social medias, our individual social medias and YouTube channels. All that will be linked in the description if you want to check that out.
Yes, so thank you guys for listening in, and we hope to see you again.
Dude, that's you mean he looks like Wolverine?
That was funny.